Usually do like probably about that much to like now you should fill the rest of the glass.
Let me.
You want to try it first?
Fill it with beer. I'll take some.
This is what we're having, guys.
No, you smell it.
It's not wine.
I know, but I must smell it.
Alright, so today we are going to do a ramen competition. We are going to put restaurant-made ramen from EG, how do I say
AG.
it? AG, which is Benika's favorite ramen spot. She can tell you why in a moment.
It's delicious.
Against Tablo from YG, which is our Yolanda and I's favorite K-pop company. Tablo from YG's ramen recipe. And he makes basic ramen like the way Koreans make it.
Basic.
So we are going to make ramen after we eat this ramen. So be prepared to eat lots of ramen, guys. So what we have is pork tonkatsu ramen. So that has a tonkatsu broth we're going to put in there as soon as we get ready to eat. And then we have a soft shell crab ramen with, I don't remember. Yeah, it had its own broth. So
this is porky ramen. That's the soft shell crab ramen.
Okay, kimchi over there. And that's the broth for the porky.
That is tonkatsu broth.
this is from AG. If you have an AG near you, we'll let you know if it's good. And we are having our soju mekju mix. Somek. That's what it's called when you mix both of them. This is somek.
I have tea.
I have tart. So I think we should put the ramen in the bowls.
You think we should put it in the
pour
bowl
the broth
and pour the broth on top
because
of
the
it.
broth will loosen everything up.
Okay.
And of course, because we're having ramen, we have kimchi. Because that's
We've already been in it.
Definitely.
Yes, that kimchi.
the
is
kimchi.
fire.
The kimchi is not allowed to live near IKEA
No.
because she was out it all.
That joint
I
is good.
mean, I'll be.
You'll be a partner. I'll be your partner. Tear it up.
All right, where do you guys want to start?
I say soft shell because I haven't had that one. I don't think any of us have had
All
that
right.
one.
But you can put both in, right? Can't you?
No.
No,
I'm saying.
Oh, the flavors.
No, I'm not saying.
No, but you don't want to sit there getting cold. You
Oh,
eat the
because I
first
can dip.
We don't all eat as fast as you. You gotta
Okay.
remember.
Because when it's good, you right?
You don't savor it. I'm actually very nervous, you guys, about the soft shell because I do not like soft shell crab. So this is going to be an experience. Do you want me to take the egg out of the way?
Yes,
For
please.
me.
What was that?
Because I'm looking at it like, what's the strategy with the egg? We just use it as a sauce?
Does anyone not want egg?
So we use it
I
as
don't
a
want it.
sauce.
I don't want that one. I'm okay with that one.
Yeah. I need it. I'm going to try my chopsticking abilities. They have fancy chopsticks, but I'm not good with these.
I like the ones that
These are very slippery.
I have some if you want to use them.
No, I like mine. I'm used to using mine, but they're a little more
Yeah.
slippery than the wooden ones.
Exactly. I'll be trying all day.
Do you shave yours to make sure there's no splinters?
No.
Yeah.
Here, this is how they do.
Rub them together.
Oh, let's
You can either do this to make sure there's no splinters, or you can do this.
No, I didn't do that.
Learn something.
It's okay. I mean, I don't think.
Also,
Okay. I mean, I like to eat sticks.
And we've begun. Welcome to our group.
All of our friends are fun like we are.
Every day, all day.
And overshare.
That's beautiful.
So this one has like very little broth to it. I don't know. Are we supposed to use the tonkatsu broth for both? Do you think?
I don't know. I doubt it.
You doubt it? Okay.
So
They would have given you another one. Either they forgot it, or you just eat it like this. We gotta look at the description again.
So, again, do I use this as a sauce?
the egg as a sauce?
Like, that's what I
You
was
could,
I was
like,
going to poke
break
it
it open, yeah.
and then kind of
Yeah,
like...
I'm just gonna take a little bit and put
that's
it
a
on
good
it.
plan.
Me too. That's what I just had a moment.
I can't.
Okay.
I can't do soft white.
All right.
The yolk is fine, but the
It's really not that soft. Like when I just touched it, it's not. I mean, I trust that you know what you like and don't like.
Okay.
because it's really dry without.
Oh, the noodles?
I'll take more soft shell crab if there's some. I just wanted to make sure you guys got some.
Okay.
All right.
And the other... Oops.
She's really excited about it.
Yeah, I am. I'm trying to cut this crap up. I don't want.
Here's a knife over here.
Thanks. Right.
Tear the crab up.
Tear the crab up.
All right, first bite.
Like a knife. I don't want to use the table knife. I'll get one. Anybody else want a knife?
A knife.
I'm good.
Or just really big pieces. I'm not used to putting really big pieces in my mouth.
Let me try this crab.
You can do it.
I like it. I like the crab.
This has a good flavor, but it's not giving me Japan.
The flavor is not doing much for me for this one. I'm glad we're eating it first because I think the other one's going to be better.
It's very Chef Boyardee.
Agreed. And the noodles, like, I mean, I guess I'm used to ramen noodles that are more like ramen noodles. You know,
With
like
broth.
those. Like, those are ramen
Yeah.
noodles. The other one.
I would agree with that.
I was gonna say a sweet beefaroni.
Mm-hmm. It's really sweet.
Yeah, so I'm more of like, a savory, spicy person.
I'm not,
So
like,
I'm not.
It's not
the
bad.
Sweet.
but it's not.
Great.
Yeah.
If I was craving Asian food,
This wouldn't do it for me.
this
Is
would.
it like lemongrass? What is that?
There is something citrusy in there, and I think the spring onion brings out that sweetness too.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to be rude, but
Oh, and the soft shell crab, I forgot it was coconut, so that adds
coconut.
even more. So
Oh, okay, see, I got it.
Okay.
Put some kimchi in there. Let's see if that spices it up a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Put a little kimchi. You want a little kimchi?
You put a little kimchi.
Yeah, you want a little kimchi.
Put a little kimchi on mine.
I'm going to leave this as our kimchi fork. We don't keep sticking out.
All right. True, very true.
And you?
That's it.
Yep.
Oh, that kimchi is good.
That's what I said. That's what I
That's what I
said.
told you.
kimchi.
The kimchi is really good.
Maybe Charlie will show up.
Is the
This
kimchi
isn't
spicy
too-
for you?
No,
I
it's
was
not
gonna
too
say.
spicy. I think I'm growing up.
Oh. Yeah.
Maybe that was how Charlie was helping. He was
Maybe.
helping you develop the palate for kimchi.
And this kimchi, I taste more of the pickle taste than
Me
the
too.
spicy taste.
It's
I
good.
agree.
It's good, good.
This is really good kimchi.
Good.
Where'd you get it?
I got it from the Asian place.
Really?
Uh-huh. They sold pints of kimchi. Because, like, Koreans eat kimchi with ramen. Like, when they eat ramen, even, like, if you make it on the stove, they'll always eat kimchi with that.
Delicious. I've always had a question about the seaweed that they add with ramen.
Mhm.
Is there a particular way of eating the seaweed? I have, for myself, have cut it into strips so
Yeah, cut
they're
it.
almost like ramen. I've torn it. I know, like with spinach in Mediterranean food, you're not supposed to cut spinach. You're supposed to tear spinach. It's bad luck if you cut spinach. All right, so I was wondering if there was a similar method with.
I never, so, like, the thing is, like, my experience with ramen is that we have created ramen as, like, a restaurant thing where they, like, put all this stuff in it. But it's more of, like, a convenience store food for, like, Asian countries, right? You visited Asian countries where they're, like, ramen spots, like...
Ramen shops. Yeah.
So, like, they have ramen
big
shops like
thing,
this, but do
yes.
they put, like, seaweed in them like this?
I don't remember saying seaweed.
Right, so I've seen, like, Japanese ramen shops, but they're usually pretty basic ramen. Like, it's, like, ramen and a little bit of meat and an egg, and that's your ramen. It's not, like,
I don't remember.
we've started doing in America, which is,
Yeah.
like, you know, they put all these, like,
extra thing.
what do you call it when you decorate the food? Why can't I think of it?
Garnishes.
Garnishes. Like, they put garnishes and stuff, right?
So I literally.
So I wonder if it's more of a, my questioning is, and I don't know. 'cause
Is
I'm,
it more
like,
of an
not
American
expert. Is it
thing?
more of like an American added thing that's just like a garnish? Is my question, because I've just never seen it in any of the shows we watch or anything. You guys have both been to Asian countries, and if they don't do it there, I'm kind of like, you know, like maybe it's just a garnish.
And it could be like how things have taken off here with
What
Chinese
is
food,
this?
like fortune cookies and stuff, which is not at all Chinese.
I'm pretty sure that's.
Use the end bugs.
Yeah, the FDA actually approves a certain amount of bugs to be in your food.
So are we
Thanks for that.
splitting the egg?
So I got some of this egg, and I'm gonna put more in mine. I figured anyone who didn't eat this egg can eat a little bit of the
I don't
other
want
egg.
any egg.
Oh, okay.
Can you give me some kimchi, please?
Yeah, so you're gonna split the egg because I see your face. like I see that you're ready to.
I was like,
duel
ooh,
with
I'm the
me.
last one to get this.
So you don't want this egg?
You don't
I
want
don't
to see
want
them?
that.
Ooh, this beef is
Dana?
I would like this.
Ain't
seaweed.
it delicious?
Poppington.
Alright, so this was it's actually like shredded pork and pork belly.
Let me tell
Oh
you.
wait, I'm getting pork belly. Don't take that whole thing.
I was gonna say, I don't know if I did either.
Ain't that pork belly?
Say that one more time.
Is there 2 pieces? Did I not get some?
There has to be some in there because if it's only me and Manning got some.
Okay.
Yeah, that pork belly was popping too.
Didn't mean to steal your noodles.
Let me tell you.
Go ahead,
Talk about it.
Just all of the flavors just mesh. So I love this place because they fry their pork belly,
Yeah.
and it just savors all the juices into the pork belly.
Yeah.
We got a little
It's
golden
just-
egg for you.
Get your egg.
They cook the broth for like days, and like some of the best ramen shops actually keep the same broth and just keep like adding things to it, and it just gets richer and richer and richer. Like that boiled water method, that's not it.
Plenty of broth left over. That broth smells good just all by itself.
This broth is my favorite.
This broth is really good. So the broth is like,
the best seasoning on
this
the
is
planet.
way better than the shelf.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, 1,000% better.
Way
This
better.
is my favorite. If you go there for brunch on the weekends, they have a breakfast one. They put a strip of bacon in there too. So you get the pork belly, the shredded pork, bacon, an egg, and 2 link sausages. It's so good. And they have like a special bun every weekend.
If you're skipping around in the video, don't worry, we won't get mad at you. We're talking about Edgy, which is the restaurant where we got this food.
Even the texture of the ramen is better.
Yeah.
Because it's moist.
Yeah.
Joyce's favorite word.
Everything about this is so much better.
Yeah, that was the first one was really dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, this wasn't very good. I wonder if it'd be better in
We should walk
like
past.
in the restaurant because we had to pick it up. But
The soft crab wasn't bad though. I think that was
No, that
probably
was
the
good.
best part
the
about
soft
it.
shell crab was good.
That
Yeah.
was done really well. I didn't taste, you know how sometimes you get that like crab shell kind
That's why I didn't like it.
of.
So I was actually really surprised about that.
I would drink this broth.
People drink broth.
Yeah. Howard said she's gonna do like a bone broth like diet type thing.
I looked up how to make it because we were thinking about eating it for breakfast, Mike and I. It's
Tonkatsu
actually
broth?
kind of hard, just making like bone broth.
It is. I mean, it takes a while. Like it's a process. I made
No
this
one wants
particular
that in a
broth
bowl.
for
This is so good.
when McCray got sick. This is exactly what we made him.
Yeah, tonkatsu, like this kind of broth.
My friend has a daughter. When she eats something good, she's like,
I dance.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
always
dance.
do.
When
I
you get
dance.
some good food, you gotta do a dance.
My waitress at John Cock Korean barbecue spot, she loves that I dance when I eat. Like when we go to John Cock, that one waitress that I've had now a billion times pre-COVID, of course. She was always like, "You're the dancer," like because I always like dance when I eat. What is her name? It's like Bonnie or something. Is there American?
She was so impressive. Like she
I was real drunk
could
that one
put
time,
the
literally.
whole lettuce in her mouth stuffed with.
Oh, do you remember? She taught us to eat it, and
they
she
do
was
that.
like,
But that's crazy because I was just watching something.
So
and I was like, yo,
gangster.
how they stuff that whole lettuce wrap in their head?
so
I'm like,
So the first time she taught me that, Mike and I had gone there for
has
lunch,
such a
and she was
brain.
teaching us how to do it. And Mike was like, I can't do that. Like, there's no way. I was like, I'm gonna try it. So like, as I was doing it, she was like, no, push it in there.
yes.
I'm so grateful that she showed us that because I had not eaten it that way ever. Like,
And it's delicious
and
that
it's
way.
perfect that way.
Yeah.
What about your gag reflex? What about your gag reflex?
It was fine. She's not wrong. Like that's
Yeah,
a
like-
valid question.
That's the first thing I think I would
Yeah.
choke if I mean,
Too much meat in your mouth?
unless the lettuce was small. That's fine. She'll edit it out.
Nope. All right. What do we think of AG? Let's give it like a. Well, how can we do a rating system?
We gotta rate them completely separately.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah. No, I agree.
First one I would never go back. Second one I would put in my bathtub.
I would
Yes.
bathe in it. So let's do a. Let's just do like a 1 to 5. What would you give the first one? I give
So
it like a 2.
one is
Bad.
okay.
One is inedible.
No. Edible, but just
Edible. Okay.
Yeah.
edible.
I'd give it like a 2. That first one, the soft shell crab one.
Yes.
Oh, it's not my
1.
not my stuff.
So
How much did you pay for it?
More than we paid.
there's a lot of factors that go into it.
Yeah. More, yes, the soft shell crab one was more. It was like a couple
Because it's
dollars
crab.
more. Yeah.
Because it's crab versus pork.
Boom.
Okay, so the crab in the dish.
You can't
I
really
would.
Yeah,
The whole dish together.
It's a dish, so you have to.
Because the crab is 5.
Yes, the crab,
crab
is
was
a good
really
5.
good, yes.
I give it I think I say a 1 too. And you know why I say a 1? Because it didn't have a broth.
Yeah, it's ramen.
It didn't have a
spaghetti.
broth, so it was kind of
That was
like
lo mein.
a
Which
sauce.
one?
Yeah, it was like a sauce.
And
in
that's why I
there.
think they didn't
I didn't
mistakenly not give us broth because it had something on it. Like you could taste that they
Yeah.
put like a sauce on it.
So this was ramen, SpaghettiOs. 1.
One.
This is my first time
Yeah.
eating ramen.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was 1.
Okay. Then the second one, so pork one.
1 to 5.
Yeah.
10.
Oh, the pork is so
About
delicious.
10.
I don't know either. Yeah.
I would say about 4 for me. the pork was off the chain.
Yeah.
That's what I was. That was
The shredded pork or the pork belly were
both.
really good.
The
Okay.
pork was good.
I think the broth was it for me.
Okay.
That broth is not a 5.
So I would say a 4.5.
And that's because
She's so offended.
the kimchi gave it a kick for me.
Yeah.
The kimchi,
If I had it without the kimchi, it'll be a 4.
Mm-hmm.
Solid 4.
Okay.
She mad.
I also she's gonna get real mad at me. I think I give it. If I'm being nice, I give it a 4. I think I give it a 3.5. I really do, and here's why: the pork was really good.
Mm-hmm.
The broth was really good. All right, I'll give it a 4. The broth and the pork were both really good. The noodles were like ramen noodles, like they were good. They were better than those other noodles, and I think part of like it was just that it tasted so much better than the
Right.
first one.
Right.
So I would give it a 4. I like, but you also know I like things spicier.
Right.
So for me, it was just more like of a personal preference. Like I would have wanted more spice. In
You
it.
could have told me to get the red pepper.
No, we have to eat the dish as it's.
as
it's
served.
No, I give the kimchi a 5. This
Yeah, that kimchi is banging.
Anyway,
Give the kimchi a 0.
She lies.
She hates.
Go ahead, Tina.
Mad. She mad. Why you mad?
I loved the broth for sure.
Yes,
And
because
I
you was
did-
smelling it.
The broth, yeah, the broth was very, very tasty, and so it felt complete. So it's definitely more than a 3 for
Agreed.
me.
Okay.
It felt like the other one did not feel complete.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if the pork, the one that was breaded, if it just would have had a little bit more of a crunch to it, would it have been added a texture that would have probably moved it more into like the 5 category?
Agreed. I totally agree with that. If it
Don't you
wasn't
sound so official?
right though, that's true.
It had been a little
I
bit more
agree.
breaded, but it was crunchy. It would have.
Because if we would have gotten it at the restaurant, like when it when
Correct.
it
If it
comes to
didn't
the
come
table,
out of the-
yeah.
If we didn't have to like wait 12 minutes.
Right.
But I would definitely shade
Over.
Hey,
Over.
just kept going.
Because it went over her head. It went over her head. For context, Athena
Was late.
was 12
Fashionably on time.
late.
Also, Tina we didn't know if she was coming or not.
We just met her today.
I also think you added me last. You're like, hey, by the way, we're doing this thing.
No.
No. We've been had this conversation.
Because of the fact that you hadn't responded. So we were like, Athena, are you
The
coming?
conversation happened all on our chat.
Yeah.
It's not like we planned it without everyone and then invited you guys.
In fact, Joy said, Athena, are you coming? And you said, the crow.
Look at this dancing pickle.
What are you talking about?